Hello Internet, this is Alex does Sudokus, and we are going to try and finish the Miracle Sudokus. So sorry about messing up the timing because yeah, personal life just kind of got in the way, so a bit delayed. Okay, so we're going to do another non-consecutive Miracle Sudoku. Looks like 8s are quite good. So I've got an 8 here. Oh, how have I messed it up already? 8 can't go in these cells, can't go in that cell. So how have I messed that up? How is that not an 8? What? Am I missing something obvious? That can't be an 8. This can't be an 8. And this can't be an 8. So 8. I don't understand why that's not an 8. So I'm going to keep that number as an 8 because unless something is broken about this puzzle, surely that's an 8. So I don't know what's going on there. Let's try different numbers. It thinks it's a 3, but that's a king's... Oh! I just realised I'm playing this as a chest Miracle Sudokus. So, okay, let's try again. Okay, 3s can't go in those cells, so that's a 3. 7s, well actually 8 can only go there. So those are the possible 8, but I haven't got the consecutive rules. So the 9 doesn't do anything else for us. So I think maybe it's time to look at the 5s. 5's got to go there. So 4s can only go there. Not enough restrictions really. So at least I've got a pair of 3s there, so maybe I should focus on that. And that means 2s can't go there or there. Not very useful. What about 6s? I've got a pair of 6s over there. So 6s cannot go in these cells. I don't think that's enough restrictions really. So maybe I should look at 9s. 9s can't go in those cells. Can't go in these cells. Those cells. Yeah, there's not a lot of restrictions on the 9s. So maybe it's something about the 2s. Oops. 2s can't go in these cells. I would have thought it'd be something relating to one of the numbers that are already on the grid, but although actually 3s are now locked in those cells because of that 3 and that 2. So can I do more restrictions on the 3s? I don't think it's a huge amount of restrictions I'm getting here. So let's move on. Don't think that means anything about the 4s. So let's see. 3s, 4s. 4 can't go there. Can't go in these cells, can't go in that cell. That's really not a lot of restrictions. Can I restrict the 7s? Yes, the 7s are restricted to these cells. So that means the 7s are in those cells, can't be next to an 8. So maybe that's going to give us another... but it's not giving us 6s. There's no way I can get more restrictions on the 7s, I don't think. 7s are restricted to those cells. I don't think there are enough restrictions over here to overturn a set of 7s. So what else is going on with this puzzle then? Oops, didn't mean to do that. So 9s are stuck in those cells, can't be here. So that's a whole lot of movements on the 9s. Okay. The 8s are restricted to those cells, which is not a whole lot. 6 is restricted from that. So what would naturally be the next number to look at? I've got the 3s. I've done the 5s, haven't I? 5s can't go there. Oh, the 5 can't go here either. Is that potentially useful? I don't think so. Certainly wouldn't think it'd be anything to do with the 1s. So, what am I missing? What about the 2s? Ah, there's a pair of 2s there. So actually maybe I should be looking at where the 2s can go in these cells. Okay, 2s can't go in those cells, and those cells can't go in here, can't go in there. There's not a huge amount of restrictions, I'm going to be honest here. Oh, my mouse is running low on battery, so let's plug that in. Also, hey Siri, turn on floor lamp.
Okay, the floor lamp is on.
Let's give me some light. Yeah, I'm a little bit stumped, if I'm going to be honest. Can it be something to do with the 9s, where the 9s can go? Oh, hang on a sec. The 8s can only go in these 2 cells. That may be important for later. So, where can't the 9s go? Can't go in those cells. It's totally not enough restrictions. So, 8, 3. So maybe I should look at what numbers I'm missing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is only restricted from that. 6s are restricted from those. So 6s are restricted from these 2 cells. 6s are restricted from those cells. 7 are restricted from those, from these. These cells, I suppose. Those cells. Eight. I hope this is not one that requires some special logic, like the ones that Big Brain Elaine helped us with the other night. Because if so, I think we're going to be in trouble. So, 7s can't go there, can't be on the 8. Can't be... Why can't it be here? Oh yeah, because I've got an 8 there. So those are where the 8s go at the moment. I honestly can't see any special restrictions. So what about 9s? Let's touch all the 8s, and then look at the 9s. So that's what we're looking at. It's not a whole lot of restrictions. So, 1s are only restricted from those cells. 3, 8, 7. Have I already missed? Oh, hang on. There's a pointed set of 4s there. Definitely missed that. So 4s are also. There we go. That locks a 4 in, and that's a 3. That's an 8. There we go. So now we've got pointed 5s. So 5s can't go there. I've got 5s already pointed, so these must be 5s. And that means the 6 can't go in these 2 cells. Well, actually, the 6 can't go in those cells anyway, so it's not useful at all. But with those restrictions, can we do more? Yes, we can place a pointed pair of 9s there. That locks another 9 down, and a 2 down, so 2s are now locked in those cells, which are fine. So that imposes a restriction on the 4s. So 4s are here. Also, this is a 3, so that can't be a 4. And I guess we are on our way now. So 4. Let's have a look in this cage. Hold on. What about the 1s? 1s are locked in those cells. Okay, that's not useful. Also can't go there. Haven't got any pointed numbers. Where can the 2s go? 2s can't go in these cells. Also can't go in that cell. Those cells. Okay. Can't go. Oh, this also can't be a 2. So 2. That leaves me 2. Oh, that leaves me 7 and 5 as a pair. So that's a 9 now. So these must be 1s and 6s, which are both valid. So let's lock these in as well, 5 and 7. So 5 and 7, yep, I think they're locked down correctly. Okay. What next then? So these are 1, 6, 5 and 7. So there's something useful with the 5s there. 5s can only go in those 2 cells, so they can't be 6s either. So can that help me at all? I don't think it can. Actually, I should be looking at the 7s there. So 7s are locked in those cells, so that eliminates the 5 and gives me a 7. So that 7 resolves the 1 and 6. So that's something. That still can't be a 6 anyway now, so 6 is over here. So this is only possibly a 5, so that's another 5. So 6 eliminates the 7, so this is 7, 1 and 4. That means these are 6s and 8s, I believe, which can be deduced because I've got 9 here, so 6 and 8 have to go here. So 1s are locked in here, 1, 4 and 7, so they're all valid. So I can lock them down. Okay. What next? I guess we want to look at numbers that bleeds into these cells. Can't do a 2. The 5, 4, 6, they aren't giving me anything. But, the 2 is now locked in there, so that has to be a 5, which means the 6 is over there. So now I'm left with 1, 4 and 9. So 9s have to go there, which means this is a 1, so 4 and 9 are locked, which means this is also a 1. So now that we've done that, what restrictions can we place? Well, we know these are 6s and 2s. No, not 2s. 6s and 9s. Ah, brilliant. So that's got to be a 9. This has got to be a 6. So the 2 actually goes over here, which is a 256, 257 triple. But I've got 6 there, so that can't be a 7. The 4 and 9s don't do anything. Oh, hang on. It also can't be a 5, so this has to be a 2. So 2, 7 and 5 are resolved. Okay, it's looking pretty promising. I think we can do this. Unless it throws us a curveball now. I suppose it'd be tricky to actually edge in these instances, but I can see those can't be 7s. So can I make more restrictions on the 7s? No, especially. So that's disappointing. 8. I have a feeling that this is not going to work at all, actually. So 7s can't go in those cells and those cells. Oh, it also can't go in there, so 7s are locked in those 3 cells. Not super useful. Oh, but this 5 eliminates the 4 and the 9, so I missed that. So 9s can't go in those cells, can't go in these cells, can't go in those cells, oops. Let's undo that. So these cells, So not a huge amount of restrictions if I'm honest. Let's go for 8s again. And what can we do? Oh, damn it. These are 8s, those are 8s, those are 8s. So let's just do all the normal Sudoku rules and then we will look at, hang on, this is not, This is 1. It's next to a 9. This is next to a 7, next to a 7. So that's all the restrictions, and I don't think that is that useful at all. 8, 8, 8. Yeah, I don't think that's useful at all. I think I've done 7s, so let's try it again anyway, just in case. So those can't be 7s because there is 6 and the 8. Those can't be 7s. That can't be a 7. So yeah, can't do much with that. 6s. 6. 6 can't be next to a 5. 6s. Well, actually, the normal 6 would have eliminated those anyway, so I truly don't think I can get much out of this. But it does make me wonder if there's like a quadruple stuck somewhere. Oh, this 5 also. Oh yeah, this actually resolved the 7, 1 and 4. That probably is going to be meaningful. So that's giving me additional restrictions on the 7s. So that means these are now 7s, and 7s have to go here. Brilliant. So what about the 4s? 4s, I'm not convinced I'm getting anything out of that. 5s, 3. Pardon me. 4s, 4s. Well, that was a 3, that's what I meant. So those are the restrictions on the 4s that I can see. So I may need to do some pencil markings and find where they overlap. 1s are locked from these cells, these cells. Yeah, I'm not confident there aren't any 2s in this direction. So I think it's pretty safe to say I'm not going to get much from them. But I think this is definitely one that I'm safe to pencil mark in everything, because I don't think it will be cluttered, but I think we are going to make some deductions. Although actually, can I make additional deductions because of the fact that those can't be 8? So there's a pointed 8. So this has to be an 8, because 8 can't be, when a 7 forms a domino, it can't contain an 8. This can't be an 8 because it's next to a 7, so that forms a pointed triple, so that rules out those cells. And I've got 9 there, so this has to be an 8. That leaves me a pair of 8s down there, and probably not much else to play with. So those are 8s. So now 9s are restricted from those cells. Oh, okay, so the 9s are restricted to that. Yeah, there are no more restrictions on the 9s over there. So 9s, yeah, I think that's it. So I think that's not useful for the 6s, but these 7s are, so 6s can't go in there, so that's another pointed pair. So 6s have to go there, and if I can eliminate some of these, then I think we will be laughing. 5s, 6. Ideally I want to do some pencil markings, but I don't think I can. So 6s are restricted to those cells. 5s, I'm doubtful that I'm going to have enough restrictions on the 5s to give me anything. So maybe I should go back to pencil marking the 1s. So those are 1s. These are 1s. Oh no, those can't be 1s, so that's a pointed pair of 1s anyway. So these are 1s. Okay. Okay. 2s. 2s have to go there. 2, 2. Now 2 can't go there because of the 1. 2 can't go there because of the 1. So those have to be 2s. So now 1 can't go there, because it will be next to a 1, next to a 2 basically. So I think these are going to be useful. Not at the moment, but they will be useful soon. Because when we look at the 3s, 3 can't, oh, Yeah, the 3 can't go there anyway. So 3 can't go in those cells, so 3 can go in there. So 3's are in these cells. So that's not super useful. 3's are again in the last cells. 3's can't be next to a 4, so these are 3's. Okay, so what about 4's? Yeah, it's not very promising, the 4's going in all of those cells. 4's can go in any of these. Not, oh, except for that one. And where can a 4's go? Can only go in these cells. 4, 4, 4. So those are where the 4's go. But, oh no, there are no buts. 5's, kind of disappointed that I'm kind of resorting to everything, but yeah, I don't think I have a choice. I don't think I'm clever enough to make those additional logical leaps. So 5's are here, 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 and here. And I don't think at a glance the 4's are imposing the restrictions, so I'm more curious about whether the 6 are now restricted because of the 5's or vice versa, because that will most probably help me make some deductions. So 6's are there. 6, oh no, that can't be a 6. So 6's are here, here. Hang on, is that a pointed pair of 6's? No, it's not. So that's where the 6's go, and I can't see any obvious restrictions. So what about 7's? 7's can go in these cells and these cells. 8 can go in these cells. I've already pencil marked in the 8 over there, so the only ones left to do, oh, they're all pencil marked in now. Okay, what about 9's? Okay, I haven't done much in the way of pencil marking. Oh, so that means I've got to make a single. So it can't be 1, 2. Why can't it be a 3? Because it's next to a 4. 4, 5. Why can't it be a 6? Oh, have I not pencil marked in the 6? Ah, okay, because I've got a pointed set of 6's over there. Now, why are they pointed? Also, this can't be a 6. So, how did I arrive at a pointed pair of 6's? Because I know these can't be 6's, they're next to a 7, and that's next to a 7. Okay, so, can't be a 6, can't be 7, can't be 8. So that's a naked 9. So I guess pencil marking is a good way of making some deductions. So now those are 9's. I've only got a single 9 available here. So this is a 9. Yep, those can be 9's. So all the 9's are pencil marked in. Okay, and I think it is time to make some observations. So I don't think the 1's are going to be very useful, but I should probably look at the 9's that I placed to make sure they don't interact with the 8's. So where are the 8's? 8's are there. Yeah, I can't see any interactions. So let's go back to maybe the 1's. Not useful. 2's. So, nope. 3's. So the 3 there and there and there. No restrictions. 4's. Pair of 4's there, I suppose. No additional restrictions. 5's. That restricts the 6. So, have I got anything special with the 6's? No, I haven't. That's a shame. Ah, but this pair of 6's means that can't be a 5 either. So how are we looking at the 5's now? Not amazing. 6's. 6's over there. 6, 7. Right, pair of 7's there, pair of 7's over here, and these are all multiple sets of 7's. 8's, so they lock out the 9's, and I haven't got any 9's. What about 9s? Okay, so this is kind of feeling like bad news. Oh, hang on, the 3 eliminates the 2 as well, so I've actually unlocked the 2 over there. Oh, I also haven't pencil marked in the 2s in these cells, and that unlocks the 3 because 3 can't be in the middle of the 2s. Also, that can't be a 2 anyway. So, those are the 2s, which means that can't be a 1 anymore. So, what about these 2s? That also eliminates the 1. Okay, so the 1s are looking fine. Okay, so now I've got a 259 triple, so that means that can't be a 5 anymore. And these are 3, 6, and 8. So let's look at the 5s again. Okay, they're gradually dwindling, but they're not quite there yet. Oh, I do have a naked 5 here by the look of it. 1, 2. Why can't I be a 3? Because it's next to a 2. 3, 4. Can't be a 6 because of the pointer 6s. In fact, there's only a single 6 left anyway, so that's a 6. 7 and 8 and 9. So this is a 5. That's a 3. Okay, I think we are now actually full steam ahead because I've got a 9 here. Okay, 4 and 7. So that must be a 6. So that unlocks another 6 there. And another 6. So all the 6s are now done. The 5 eliminates the 4. So 4 is there, 1 is there, 7 is there. 5 and 3 and 8. 8 eliminates the 7, so 1, 4, 7 is done. That resolves those cells. Those cells 2 and 8. 1, 5, 7 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 8. And that's another Miracle Sudoku. Okay, oh my god. Sandwich miracle with just a single digit. Oh my god. Okay, the good news is there's a 35 there, so these are 1s and 9s. So none of these can be bred. Okay, so with that in mind, 20, 21 at least goes up to there, meaning those can't be bred. So 1, so that's 3, 4 and 5. So those can't be bred either because that's the maximum length that the sandwich can go to. Okay, so where do I go next? 6 here, it's minimum 4, maximum 5. So the 9s can, the 1s and 9s can go there, so those can't be bred, minimum 4. Okay, so 21 with this not being bred, so what's the minimum? 1, 2 and 3. Minimum bred 1, 2 and 3. Oh, hang on, that doesn't work. That's a shame. Where do I go next then? 9. Well, we can rule out these consecutive numbers. Oh, that means 6, 7 and 8 doesn't work anyway. Okay, so I have there's a high probability. Yep, there's a 100% probability that the 8 is included. So it has to be sandwich of 4. So if you come from here, I know from there, sandwich ends there. So whereas the bread starts here, it ends there. So those can't be breads. And it has to have an 8. But I don't know enough to deduce where they fit. So 4s are not helpful. 1s and 9s. Okay, it's 21. What can fit outside? I don't think I can use that yet. And over here, the 8 hasn't actually done enough restrictions. I still think it's 4 or 5, but one of these are 1, 9 pair. Oh, actually, the 5 has to be single. It can't be 2 and 3. So, it can't be 6, 7 and 8. So also that means that has to be bred, which means that also has to be filling. So, I've got 1, 9, 1, 9 there. So I think that's useful. It's also a bit concerning. All I know is that one of those are breads. So that means, let's think about this. 9s, it can't be 2, 3 and 4, so it has to be 2. So one of these two are going to be sandwich filling, which means these could still be bread, but that can't be bread, because for bread there I cannot connect to either ends, because if this is, hold on, if that's a 1, then there has to be a 9, then these have to be 1s and there has to be 9. So only one of these, yeah, only one of these can work basically, and there's no way the 1s and 9s have to be across, because otherwise this 9 doesn't work. Okay, so let's keep the 1s and 9s in, and but we can deduce that this is not bread. Is that useful? I think it is, because that means that I suppose actually that means that can't be, this can't be bread anymore, because if that's bread then I can't fit a number there. Okay, it also means this can't be bread either. Okay, that's interesting. So 4 has to be tucked in one of these two cells. So one of these two are 4s. Very interesting. So that means, what does that mean? Not quite sure what that means, but I think no, I don't know what that means actually. So let's re-examine this. I've got these numbers. What can be outside of the 21? It's 14 that I'm looking for, and I'm looking for 14 in, hold on, let's find the thing that Orpheus sent me. So total sum needs to be 14, and I need, let's see, the 4s is a set of 4, so those are bread. So I need 3 numbers forming the 14, and it can't include the 8, can't include the 1 or 9. So cage size is 3. Show results. So there are only 2 possibilities, sorry, 3 possibilities, which are 257, 347, and 356. So there are no repeating numbers. Yeah, so I can't really restrict it, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. No. Just had a thought, but it actually doesn't work. Okay, so what can I do next? 21. Well, no. Hold on a sec. I'm not going to play probability here, but it feels like there's a high probability of this being a set of 5 and a high probability of this being a 4. But these two are intrinsically linked. Actually, I don't think that's useful. But since I don't know the length... Oh, damn it. Yeah, there may be some other logic I need to think about. So... I'm looking for 3 and 6. Okay. Because one of these has to stretch. So, one of these two are fillings. What does that tell me? It means one of these two have to be 1s and 9s as well. But only one of them. That's the trouble. Ah, okay, so that means in this cage I have at least one of these two have to be bread. So that means I can only have one additional bread here. So does that work? Oh no. No, that could work. So there's bread there, and that could be bread as well to form either of these chains, so that none of these can be breads anymore. No, I don't think that's very useful. So can I do any deductions on this? I only know that it's oh, hang on, it can't be 5, 6 and 7 anyway. Right, let's think about this. If it starts over here, then one of these are taken. So form bread over here. In which case, there has to be bread in that situation. Something or another. Vice versa. If those are bread, then those have to be breads. I don't think that's useful. Right, I think one thing I do know, or do I? Since that can't be bread, then wherever the 0 is, okay, I've got one of the bread here, and one of these two are breads. I think that's an influence on this 0, but I'm not sure what. Or maybe both of these zeros together. But I'm not too sure in terms of where the bread can be. Well, actually, I don't know why I'm not doing this, but these are also 1s and 9s. So I don't know where they go. Oh, this is really unconventional pencil markings, and I really don't like it. Oh, also I just realised I haven't got chat up on my screen. Not that anyone's chatting anyway, so that is fine. I really hope that my app hasn't broken, because I haven't heard from Juice in a while, and I think, yeah, Juice is in my chat. So I wonder if like somehow Juice's messages aren't coming through to me, which would be really upsetting. That would be really sad. So just as a caution, I am going to leave my chat open on my iPad, just in case. So if you're here, Juice, can you send me a test message? Oops, just slipped off my table. I think also the camera needs to point down a little bit more now. I used my webcam earlier to chat with my family, so, and I had to move it so it might have like moved about a little bit. So I think 5s and 3s can only go in those cells. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh no, that's not a guarantee, so I've only guaranteed there has to be a 1 or 9 here. Has to be a 1 or 9 there. There can be a third one. And I'm wondering if these 5s and 3s, I think the 5s and 3s are locked in these cells. Because if one of these is 1 or 9, then the 3s can only go in there. But until I lock down the 1 or 9, I can't make that assumption. They are just possibilities. They're not the only possibilities. They could... Yeah, if that's not a 1 and 9, then a 3 and 5 can float elsewhere entirely. So that's not useful. Do I use the logic from yesterday where... No, I don't think I can. Maybe, actually, I have an idea. So let's consider the 21 and the 26. Let's consider the exterior, whether we've got, let's say we've only got 2 candidates left. So for 21 I have to form 14, excluding the 1 and the 9. So the, hold on, I want 2 cells. Uh-oh, the website is being funny. Come on. Oh, my internet's being slow because I'm streaming, so maybe I should use my phone in that case. Come on. Okay. To add up to 14 in 2 cells has to be 6 and 8. Okay. So what about 26? 26 would be 9. So that leaves me 4, 5, 3, 6 and 2, 7. Okay, none of those are useful. What I was hoping for is that the restriction here would mean that the numbers on the outside, if they're only consecutive, if I get a pair of consecutive numbers, then it can't possibly work. But obviously there are 3 possibilities. So with the 24th, and there are, hold on a sec, for that to be 2 cells, there's only 1 possibility, which is oh, okay. So if this is 21, oh, I think it's 4, I think it's 6 and 8, which is possible. Yeah, there are no restrictions with 6 and 8, so that dashes my hope. What about 3s to form 3 cells to form 14? I get loads of variations, don't I? Get 2, 4, 8, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 7, and 3, 5, and 6. None of those have restrictions in terms of consecutive numbers. So that's not the way to go. Now with the 18, trouble with the 18 is I can have, yeah, I can split them up into different variations. So that's no use. 27, I know this is, I need to find 14 to make 21 with 3 cells, because I've only got combinations of 4s. So that means, again, I've got 2, 4, 8, 2, 5, 7, 3, 4, 7, and 3, 5, and 6. And I don't think any restrictions from me using that, unless... No, there's no way I can get restrictions from using that. Oh, hang on a sec. Where can't the 4 go? It can't go in this cell because then the 1 and 9 will have to be there. So that can't be a 4. So I can rule out the 4 from there. Can I rule out the 4 from the 21? Yes, I can. If I use these, the 2, 5, 6, 8 and 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, I think I need some big brain help on this one. I'm just not seeing what I can do. I suppose what I do know is these are 2, 7, 3s and 6 are some of the possibilities. Hold on a sec. Let's think about this. If this is the sandwich filling, then it wouldn't be a 4, so none of those can be sandwich fillings anymore. And let's see, that can't be the start of a sandwich filling, so then the 4 can only go in one of these 2 cells, because it'll have to be, yeah, then 4s will have to go there somewhere. Okay. Now, what else would happen? It would force the 1 and 9 to be in here. Yeah, if this is a sandwich, if the sandwich is here, then one of these would have to be 1 and 9. And those can't be 1 and 9 anymore. It will also force that to be 1 and 9. And I think that breaks the puzzle. Okay, let's think about this. I'm going to highlight the, I'm going to use colors. Let's say those are the fillings. Let's say the 9, whether it's 2 or 7 or 3 and 6 has to go there. Then none of those can be sandwich fillings anymore. Sorry, none of those can be breads anymore, because I can't form a sandwich there for 4. Can't form a sandwich there for 4 because it wouldn't be a 4. It's either 2, 7 or 3, 6. So that eliminates all of those cells. So what next? Well, the sandwich can't be in here. The bread can't be in there, because then I'll have 3 sets of, oh, but this, oh yeah, I can have that, because if that's the filling, then those can be fillings. Damn it, so my logic doesn't work. But what I do know, hold on, but it still breaks, because, yeah, those can't be bread, and those can't be bread either, because that's a sandwich. Well, where's the 1 and 9 going to go? It can't go in here, and I have to have a 1 and 9 in there. So that can't be a sandwich. So I can eliminate those 2. These have to be the sandwich. So none of those can be fillings. I'm hoping that my logic is sound. Okay. So that means this has to be a set of 4s based on that. So I can't have 1s and 9s in both of these. One of these have to be 1 and 9, which is guaranteed. Okay, so I have to have 1 and 9 in one of these cells. So none of those can be fillings anymore. So what I think is happening is, well, I can't form a sandwich of 4 over there. So that can't be 4 anymore. This is the only place the 4 can go. So that has to be 1 or 9. This has to be 1 or 9. This can't be 1 or 9. That has to be filling. So, and it's a filling of 4, so 1 and 9 has to go there. Now, I've got 1, 9, 1, 9, so this can't be filling either, so this has to be, yeah, I think I've got this now. So, this has to be a 4 then. So, if my logic is correct, this is a 4. Yes! It's a 4! Okay, okay, so, wow, that is such a cool bit of logic. So now none of these can be sandwich fillings. That can't be sandwich filling. Those can't be sandwich fillings. So, where do we go next? Okay, maybe the 3 can tell us something. So I suppose the sandwich can go there. One of these have to be sandwiches, sandwich fillings. So those have to be 1s and 9s. One of those have to be 1s and 9s. So actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the crosses as where the breads could be, but we haven't determined where they are yet. So these could all be bread, and we can probably play out the scenarios at some point, but not right now. I think right now what's important is with this 8, oh, I still haven't deduced the 1 and 9, so I can't actually do much with that. So the 18, I know where the 1 and 9 is. It's minimum of 3, so maximum of 4, so this can't be bread. So that means this can't be sandwich crust. This can't be bread because, yeah, that won't work. Okay, so now I'm left with 2 possible places where the 1s and 9s can go. Now, I've already got 1. Oh, that's really interesting. I've already got 1 and 9 there. There has to be 1 or 9. So wherever the 1, 9 is for the 0, they will touch base on one of these cells. So none of those can be fillings. So that means that can't be fillings anymore. That means this has to be a 4. So these are 1s and 9s. Okay, okay. So we're having movements now. The right kind of movement. So 5s have to be in one of these 2 cells. That's not obvious to be corner markings at all. So this can't be bread anymore. Ah, but 5 can't go there because this can't be bread. So 5 has to go here. And this is 1 and 9. So that's my 1, 9 pair. So with this, that can't be 1 or 9 anymore. So I can't, yeah. There's a 1, 9 pair here. So that 0 probably having too easy. So where can the 1 and 9 go on this column? Well, these can't be breads anymore, so this has to be 1 and 9. Fantastic. So only one of these can be 1s and 9s. That's fine. Okay. Well, actually, these have to be 1s and 9s on this column, so I've just deduced where all the 1s and 9s are. So let's get rid of, get rid of those. So those can't be. So I've got all the 1s and 9s over there. Got 1s and 9 there. Okay, this is a 3, so 3 must go here then. And that's a 1 and 9. So that can't be 1 and 9. And I've just worked out all the 1s and 9 there. So the only ones left are ambiguous, are these. So let's put them in as possible candidates. And let's eliminate the ones that we don't need anymore. So I've got a 3, so that must be a 6 then to resolve the 9. Okay, that's resolved. That's resolved. That's resolved. Now, is this powerful at all? No, it's not. Ah, the 8. Finally, that disambiguates the 1 and the 9. So, whatever this is has to be a 1, and whatever this is has to be a 9. Okay, can I do more logic with that? No, I can't. Not yet, anyway. Oh, no. The 3s are fine. Oh, that's interesting. So in a Miracle Sudoku, Miracle Sandwich Sudoku, you can never have a 2 as a clue. So this 4 is done. I may be able to do some more logic now. Oh, I I've actually done all the 1s and 9s anyway, so the logic I was thinking about was where the 8s and 9s can go, but it's irrelevant now. So this 26. 26 leaves me a 9 in 2 cells. And now that I've got 3 and 6 there, so it's either 2, 7, 3, 6, or 4, 5. Well, it can't be 3 and 6, 3 or 6. And it can't be, oh, hang on, it can be 2 and 7 there, can't it? It can't be 4 and 5 because that's consecutive. So these have to be 2s and 7s. And I know where they go as well because this can't be a 2. It's next to the 1s. So that's a 2, that's a 7. So this is fun. So now I can eliminate any with 2s and 7s. So I now know these are 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So can I make any deductions at the moment? I don't think I can. Also, this 3 is done. 21. Still not enough info, but maybe. So 21, I'm looking for 14 in 3 separate cells, which are 1s and 2s. So let's see what the combinations are. So this is quite useful actually because so I'm using this thing. Let me show you on the. Oh, I don't know which browser is going to pick up those. So let me switch to studio mode first. Browser capture. So can you pick up the killer Sudoku one? Oh my god. There we go. Killer configuration. Oh, why is the browser so small? Probably because I made it quite small. So this is the browser. So let's transition that. So I've punched in 14 in this little calculator, and I am saying I can't have any 1s or 9s, and the combination, it has to be 3 cells but in the shape of 1 and 2. So these are all my candidates. So I wonder, let's go back to the Steam Sudoku for a second. What I may do is, oh, can I not make this window smaller? Yes, I can. So I may add a thing there to show all the possible candidates. So add window capture, add source, browser capture, add source. And what I'm going to do is, let's see, let's scroll down. So I think I have to crop it. The annoying thing is the CSS on this page is a bit rubbish. So let me inspect the page. There seems to be some sort of minimum width to something. So it's because I used, no, hold on. Let's inspect this element. Is there maximum width or just a width? Table width, 100%. Oh, that can be annoying. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is do some scrolling. And let's see. Transition. So these are the possible candidates, so you can see what I'm thinking about. So 2, 4, and 8, will that work? No, because that would force a 2 in this cell, because these are the 3 cells I'm looking at the moment. So let's color them in. That can't be a 2 because it's next to 1 and 9, so I can ignore all the combinations of 2s. It also can't be the 8, so those can be ruled out as well. So why don't I highlight and copy? Well, actually, no, let's, well, it can't be 3, 3, and 8. That makes no sense whatsoever. Why would it give me 3, 3, and 8? That's stupid. So I think I should look at the results for 3 cells. Okay, so that's better. So I've got 2, 4 and 8. So if it's 2, 4 and 8, then that doesn't work because 2 can't go here. It's next to 1 and 9. Can't go there next to 1 and 9. And I've got 2 in this row. So that's out of the question. So any of them that has a 2 is out of the question. So that leaves me 3, 4 and 7. So 4 can't go there. So 4, 3, 4 and 7. 7 can't go here. So that's workable. What about 5, 3, 5 and 6? 3, 5 can't go there. Can that be a 5? If that's a 5, then these have to be 3s and 6. 3 can't go there. That means 6 will have to go there. Damn, that's possible actually. But at least I've got the possible combinations. So what did I say? 3, 4 and 7 doesn't... 3, 4 and 7 can work. So it will allow 3s to go there. 4 will have to go down there. And 7 can go in any of them. No, oh no, only those 2 cells. So 7 can go there. And if it's 3, 5 and 6, similar kind of restrictions. Oh, got to be very careful as well because these aren't overlapping 4s. Yeah, they are just unique combinations. So that would be 4 and 7. So 7 and 4 down there. Or 3 and... Oh, hang on a second. 3, 4. So if that's a 3, it will be 4 and 7. So that can't be a 7. No, this can't be a 4 anyway. So let's see. Let's get rid of that. So that's 3, that's 4 and 7. Oh, but I can place other numbers. So 3 can also go there. And if that's 3, then that has to be 7 again, and 4 has to go up there. Which doesn't work. So actually, I can ignore that combination. So 3, 4 and 7 can only be placed in this formation. What about 3, 5 and 6 then? 3 can go there. Ah, if it's 3, 5 and 6, then 5 has to go up there. That leaves me 3 and 6, so they can only go in this formation because of the 7 and the 3. No, hold on. No, because of the 3, it has to be 3 and 6. Okay, so those are the variations for those cells. I don't think they're super helpful, if I'm honest. But what's interesting then, potentially, is that there has to be a 3 or a 5 there. So it can't be 2, 4, 7 and 8 anymore because that doesn't fit. Okay, and this has to have already know there's a 3 or 4 in there anyway. Right, so can I further reduce this? Right, let's see. If it's 2, 5, 6 and 8, then 5 will have to go there. Then this can be a 2 or an 8. Where can the... Hold on, where can a 2 go? One of these 2 cells or that cell. So all these could be 2s if that's the 5. 6 can go in all of them. And 8 can potentially go in all of them as well because we still don't know where the 1s and 9s are. I have a feeling I'm chasing down the wrong path at the moment, but I'm going to persist for a little bit longer. Although actually, I just noticed I can place a 5 in here because that 5, yeah. So let's do that first. That means 5s have to be down here. Oh, and that may be interesting. No, it's not. Yeah, I already knew 5 had to be down there anyway because of this 5. So they can't go in here on this row. So yeah, that was a bit silly. So 4 can't go there anymore. So this must be a 4. That leaves me with an 8. Okay, so 8s are in this situation. 8 can't go in that cell or that cell. Can't go in here. Can't go in there. 8. It's actually not a huge amount of restrictions on the 8s. Okay, what about 4s? Right, 4s have to be in one of these two cells. Crap. Oh no, this can still be a 4. So these aren't excluded, so these can still be 4. So 4s can't go there. So 4s are... Right, so the 4 has to be in one of these cells, right? So whatever the case, this can't be a 3 anymore, because it'll either be next to a 4 or on top of the 4. So this actually has to be a 4. And let's look back to this. No, look back at these. So it has to be the one with the 4. It can't be 3, 5, and 6 anymore. So that has to be a 7 then. It's 4, 7, and 3. Voila. Oh, so 2s can't go in these two cells anymore. So these are 2s. I don't know if that's useful yet. Probably not. 2s can't go in those cells. Okay, but I think I know where the 3 goes now. And also, now that we've worked out what these are, I think we should be able to deduce. So 3, 4, 7, the only possible ones left are, so it can't have 7, can't have 3, so it's 2, 5, 6 and 8. Can I restrict that? Well, I know those can't be 5, 4, 6, 5 and 6. So what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything right now. I'm going to have to omit. Okay, I know these can't be 2s. Yeah, that's not useful. But at least I know what this sandwich is now, which is progress. Also, this sandwich has to have a 4 now, so can't be these, can't be that. Now, can it be 4, 6 and 8? Oh no, I already know it's a 4 anyway, in length. So, can 3, 4, 5, 6 work with the 4 there? 3 has to go there. No, 3, 4, 5, 6 doesn't work because of where the 4 is. Because I will have to have either 3 or 5 there, so it has to be 2, 4, 5, 7. So can I restrict that? 2, 4. I know 5 has to go there then. This has to be a 5. So now 5 can only go in this cell. That means these are 5s. Fantastic. So these are now 2s and 7s. So with that, I can deduce what these numbers are as well. What am I missing? I'm missing a 3, which can only go in this cell because of the 3 up there and a 3 over there. So this is a 3. Oh, and that places the 5 now because of that 5. So one of these is a 5. I'm not interested in that right now. Curious about here now because I can deduce these two numbers now. I've got 3, 4 and 5, so these are 6 and 8. And I don't have enough to deduce what they are yet. But at least this sandwich is officially ready. And this is kind of ready, but yeah, not quite sure. Oh, hold on. This can't be 5. These have to be 5 and 6. No, they don't, because it can be 2, 5 and 6 or 2, 6 and 5. Okay, so that's not useful just yet. 4s are locked in these cells over here, incidentally. No further restrictions? No. Oh, 4 is locked in here as well because of these 4s and the consecutive rules. So now I can lock another 4 up there. This must be a 4, that must be a 4. And the final 4 is here, which deduces the 5. So these are 2s and 6s. And I still don't know where they are, but that's fine. Okay. Let's see now. 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 can't go in any of those cells. I can deduce a 6 with just fairly basic logic. These two cells are deducible. They are a pair of 8s and 2s and 8s. And I can't tell where they are yet. Oh, but this is a pair, isn't it? So that's useful. This is a pair of 7s and 2s and 7s, I want to say. Yeah, 2s and 7s. So I can tell this must be an 8. And this 8 deduces the 2 and 7 as well. How nice. So now I know this has to be a 9. And we are going to deduce us some numbers. 9. Anything else? 1. So that has to be a 9. That has to be a 1. That has to be a 9. 1, 9, 1, 9. And I've just erased a 9 there. So, right, I've got all the sandwich. I've got all the breads. Fantastic. All the breads are done. So I think I just need to focus. And the thing is, because there aren't many sandwiches, I think I can just fill out a few of the colours. So I'll just mark the ones that are kind of important, I guess. And these ones. So, and in fact, 3, 4, 3 and 4 have to be there. So they have to be 6 and 8. And I've got a 6 there, so I know that's an 8 and that's a 6. So that's that sandwich dealt with. And that has just eliminated a 6. So 2 and 6 are deduced. So this sandwich is deduced. Also, let's get rid of those. Okay, 4, 7. So 4, 7. Let's look at some normal. So these can't be 2s because I've got 2s locked in there. So 2 has to go up here. So now that can't be a 3. 4, 5. 5 can't go up there. 6. 6 can't go there. Can't go there. So those are 6s. 7, 8. 8 can't go next to a 9. Can't go in there. So these two are 8s. Oh, it can't be an 8 there either, so that's an 8. So that leaves me 3 possible numbers, which are 3s. 3 can't go there, so these must be 3s. 6. Yep, 6s can go there. And 5. 5 can't go there, so these must be 5. So that actually tells me this is a 6. Oops, 5s. So this is a 3, 5 pair. So this sandwich is dealt with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has to be a 6. So now I've got 6s over here. I can probably solve this quite easy now. 6. These are 3 and 7. That means that... oh, I've got an 8 and 6 resolved here, meaning this is a 2. And this 2 locks a 2 there. And that 2 locks a pair of 2s there. So this is 2 and 7. What next? Oh, I need some water. So one of these has to be... these are 7s and 8s. I've got 8 down there. So 7 and 8 are resolved. That means that's a 7. And this is a 3. That 6 eliminates the 5. So 3 and 5 are resolved. So all of these sandwiches are done, and they are nice and toasted. We're happy, and we just want to finish the puzzle. So that's a 2 and that's a 2. 3s, 3 has to go there, which means 6 and 6 are resolved. Where can a 3 go up there? Up here. 5 can't go here, can't go there. Oh, can't go here or here, so that's a 5. That means that's a 5. 7 can't go here, so 7 and 7. Finally, the 8 are here. And that's a sandwich Sudoku done within an hour. I'm very happy with that. So, let us get rid of the browser now and continue on with the Miracle Sudokus. I'm just going to check out what the next one is like. So it looks like chess Sudoku. Okay, I like these. So hopefully I can do this before dinner. So I suspect 5s are important. So let's just highlight all the cells that 5s can't be in. Can't go there, can't go there. So that's great. So those are normal Sudoku rules. Knight's move, knight's move, knight's move. Okay, and that eliminates this cell because all 3 of these cells can see that. Just to double check, yep, that's kings and knights. So all of these sees that cell, all of these sees that cell. So I think this naturally falls into an X-wing situation. Yeah. So that means that can't be 1 anymore, that can't be a 1 anymore. So this domino falls, and that eliminates those cells. So those are where the 5s are. So not amazing, but not awful either. 5s. So yeah, I've got the X-wing. So I think now, if we eliminate all the cells that the 5s are next to, they can all be where the 4s can go. Sorry, if I eliminate all the cells that are adjacent to the 5s, they will eliminate the 4 and the 6s. So I just realized I should have, yeah, let's put crosses this time, because I forgot to pencil mark in the 5s, which would have been useful. Then I can clean the colors. Oh, god damn it. Come on, Eileen, clean the puzzle board up. I don't like the green here, cause it's distracting me from 6s. So 6s also can't go in these cells. So maybe 6s are... Let's stick to the 6s for now. What may be interesting is if I colour in these cells as well, and I'll use colouring to deduce the 6s and crosses to deduce the 4s. So for instance, those can't be 4s, these can't be 4s, these can't be 4s. Okay, so that's also, I guess, all the 5s I can rule out as well. Oh, I can't put crosses on top of existing numbers. Okay, so it's actually quite hard to see what's going on there, but I can see there's a... Yeah, I don't know how useful this is actually. So let's focus on the 6s first. So I'm going to colour in all of these, so I actually can place a 6 now. And chances are I can do the same with the 4s. Oh, I can't. How weird. Oh, because of where the 5s are, so I can't actually determine where the 4 is just yet. Right. However, these also eliminates that as a 4. Okay. Let's continue with the 6s then. Do all of these see any particular cells, or all of these? No. Staircases. Oh, I really need to get some water, so be right back. So, how are we doing? Okay, so... Oh, now that I've got a 6 here, that erases a lot of numbers. So let's erase all of those. So that has to be a 6 as well, so that erases all of these. So, how are we looking? I've got pointer pair 6s now, so it erases those cells. So, this also can't be a 6 because it's a 4, so that's a pointed. So that's also a 6. And that leaves me a 6 over there. But also this 6 unveils another 6, which erases all of these. Also, this can't be 6 anymore. So this 6 also eliminates that. Okay. Oh, also, this can't be a 6 anyway. So I've got domino there. So I've got 6s locked on the far ends of each of these. Do these patterns do anything special, I wonder? I think maybe it's time to look at the 4s. So let's look at the crosses. What have we got with the crosses? We've got that. Oh, pardon me. We've got that pattern which erases those 2 cells, which we've already got. Oh, hang on a sec. Yeah, we've got 4 here anyway, so let's place that 4. So that puts another 4 there. And these 4s effectively eliminates all of those cells. So let's erase those. So now I've got that formation. Oh, there has to be a 5 now as well. So the 5s are actually resolved, which even imposes more, yeah, that imposes more restrictions on the 6s and the, oh, maybe not, and the 4s, because, oh, hang on, yeah, so this can't be a 4 anymore, that can't be a 4 anymore, and that means there's only one place for the 4, and that can't be a 4, so that must be a 4 as well. So I think this is not as difficult as I initially anticipated. So now I've got 4s in a pointed pair, so that has to be a 4, that has to be a 4, so one of these are 4s, but not that one. 4s are locked in these cells. How interesting. So what about the 6s? Do the 5s impose additional restrictions on the 6s? Not quite enough to break. Oh, hang on, yeah, that has to be a 6 now, so that means that can't be a 6 anymore. There must be something else going on here, because, oh, that 6 also erases that 6. So I've got 2 sets of 6s that are still not resolved, but I do have a 6 over here as well. So I've got an X-wing of 6s, and I've got an X-wing of 4s. So what I'm going to pencil mark these in, and then move on, because I don't think I need any of these anymore. And we should be able to finish this Miracle Sudoku. Okay, now that we've got 4s, we can probably restrict the 3s. So all we do is look at the 4, so that's a pointed pair of 3s, restrict the 3s, restrict the 3s, restrict the 3s. Get rid of those as well, just to help me better see. So there's a 3 there, eliminate those, and that's also eliminated by the knight's move, so this is eliminated. This is a pointed, oh, this is a pointed triple, so those can't be 3s anymore. 3s can't be nested with the 4s. So, anything interesting? This is a pointed pair, so that has to be a 3. That means that can't be a 3 anymore. And that can't be a 3. So this has to be the 3 now, because it's the only one on the column. That can't be a 3 anymore. This can't be a 3. These can't be 3s. Those can't be 3s. And that can't be 3. So 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Pretty straightforward. And we can move on to the 2s, and then we can go up to the 7s. But this puzzle is probably as good as done. So those can't be 2s. Those can't be 2s. Pointed pair. So those can't be 2s. So 3s, 3s. Ah, so that's my first 2. And these 2s, restricted 2s to there. But also another 2 there, which means that's a 2. So these 2s, not getting as much restrictions as I hoped. So I know there's a pointed pair of 2s there, which means that can't be a 2. Those can't be 2s. So that's a pointed, oh, that means 2 has to go here then, doesn't it? So 2s and these 2 cells. Also, the 2s are restricted to these cells. Not gonna lie, that's not very helpful. It's not very helpful at all. So that can't be a 2 anymore, so this is a 2. So that rules out that 2, rules out that 2, rules out these 2s. That can't be a 2, that can't be a 2. So those are the 2s. Okay, so 2, and that releases the 6s. And yeah, 2, 2, 2, 2. Oh crap, I've already got a 2 in there, so I didn't tidy up. So I think all the 2s are done, which is ironic because the 3s aren't all done. I'm missing one cage, which is over here. So that probably would have made it easier. I guess I can move on to 1s now. But before I do, let's get rid of the crosses and crosses. So where can the 1s go? 1 is here. Which means that's a 1. And it also means this is a 1. Oops. And that 1 means that's a 1. And this 1 tells me this has to be a 1. And that has to be a 1. That has to be a 1, 1. And finally 1. So all the 1s are done. Can we do more with the 4s? Yes, this 3 unlocks the 4 and 4 there. So 7s should be pretty straightforward. 7 goes here, therefore is here and here and here and here. And okay, maybe look at this one instead. That's a 7. So this must be the 7. And that's another 7. So finally the 8 is deducible by the 7. So 8 and 9 and 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 9 and 8 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 9 and 8. Oops, 8 and 4. So that was super easy. So I think chess Miracle Sudokus are just on the lenient side, unfortunately. And not super exciting, but hey ho. Now I'm curious. Oh, it's just a normal non-consecutive Sudoku. And another thermal and a chess one. I think I'm going to jump straight to the deep end and do this chess Sudoku because I have a weird feeling that oh god damn it. I wish I can actually do correct pencil markings because this looks very interesting. So those are the 3s. What about the 2s? Oh wow. Yeah, this is going to be a tough one, isn't it? Hold on. I've not actually... Yeah, it's pointless going for that 3. I think I should focus on the 2 first. So King's move, Sudoku move, Knight's move. Okay. So those can't be 2s. Therefore, I've got a pointer pair of 2s that rules out all of those cells. Those can't be 2s because of the 3. So that forms this shape, which always results in... So these 2 cells through normal Sudoku rules out those cells. This can see that as a king's, see that as a knight, and similarly this sees a knight, this sees a king. So that leaves the dominoes. So I've got another domino. Dominoes can see these 2 cells by knight's move away or normal Sudoku rule away. So now what can these see? This sees that cell. And what do these see? They also see this cell as well. But any additional ones? Yes, you can see that one as well. Because that's a knight's move, king's move, normal Sudoku rule away. Okay, what do I do next? Well, I can rule out that cell because, yeah, that's the knight's move, normal Sudoku rule. Also, this can be ruled out as well because, yeah, they all see that cell anyway. So that's actually one of those formations which unlocks that. And now the stair formation can all see that cell. So we are kind of closing in. Also, I just realized those 2 cells can both see that. So this is a 2. So that rules out all of these cells. And these rules out all of these cells. They also rule out that cell. So these ruled out those cells because normal Sudoku, kings, knights. So those are ruled out. And I've got 2 cells on this row. Do you know what? I should really use colouring because the crosses, admittedly, are not very helpful. They're not very visible, I have to say. So let's colour them in instead. Okay, now that's easier to see. What have we got next? So I think these can both see that cell. Normal Sudoku, knight's move away. So, but I was looking at these two, wasn't I? So these two cells both sees that. So wherever the 2 goes on these 2 cells, it sees that. So I can be eliminated. And I think I've got these 2 cells on this row. So they eliminate that cell. Do they eliminate anything else? No, they don't. So now I feel like this is an X-wing formation, but oh, actually, this has to be a 2 now. This is the only 2 left on this column. So that's resolved, and this 2 erases that, so that's another 2 placed, which erases this. And now we are in a bit of a peculiar situation. That's also a 2. Yeah, this is definitely 2 sets of X-wings, but I'm not quite sure how to determine that. I think through simple colouring, I would be able to deduce that, because if I look at, if this is a 2, then that has to be a 2. Then that reduces to 2 to here and there. So that's one variation. Let's put them as crosses where the 2's can be. The other variation is this is a 2, that's a 2, and that forces a 2 there, and that forces the 2 in there. So that's the other variation. So with simple colouring, wherever the 2 is in these 2 cells, those can't be 2's. So we can eliminate them as well. So I can officially pencil mark these as 2's and get rid of those. And I guess we can look at the 1's. Or the 3's actually. The 3's may be more powerful because we haven't got any 1's. So let's do that. Where can the 3's go now? Normal Sudoku rules. Knight's move. So those are the starting points, and then we look at each of the 2's and erase where the 3's can't go because they're consecutive to the 3. But now these X-wings, these kind of patterns in a kind of diagonal line, 3 can't go in there because they will eliminate both of the 2's. So all of these can be erased. Okay, so this is my final pattern, and this pattern erases those cells because they both see that as a knight move or normal Sudoku. King's move, normal Sudoku. Okay, so this also eliminates that cell. So this is kind of this is kind of pattern recognition. Erases that cell, erases those cells. So these 2 erases that and that, which means this has to be a 3. Oh, I've broken it. Oh no, this can't be a 3. Oh, hang on, I've done something silly here. So let's go back to the drawing board. What have I done? I've looked at the wrong, I've coloured in the wrong row. Whoops. So that's what I meant to colour in. That makes more sense now. So these are seen by the 2's. Okay. And these are seen by, the 2's as well from the diagonals. So let's colour those in and see what we can do with this. So, any interesting pattern? This pattern, oh hang on, this pattern is powerful because it erases all of those. Also erases all of these. Okay, so staircase, they can all see these 2 cells, but that's not useful. These 2 erases these 2 cells. So now I'm left with the 3's in these 2 cells, and they both sees that either king's move away or knight's or same cage. So now this is a pointed pair, so it has to eliminate that. So that's kind of another pointed pair, but not super useful. But now I've got another 3 locked in there in this row, so I can eliminate all of those. But that in itself doesn't do anything for us. So there must be more going on. Ooh, interesting. I'm actually not seeing where the next move goes. Fascinating. Right. Let's look at the rows and the columns. Okay, so this column both of these cells, that. So that can't be 1. Sorry, it can't be a 3. That's what I meant. So this feels like the start of another X-Wing, but it's like this. So I'm very curious. Let's look at the columns. Oh yeah, I've already deduced that. Got another column. No, this is not column. Column, rows, rows, rows. Oh dear. There must be something else that I can eliminate. But I'm not quite sure what, I have to admit. Here we go. So I've got a column here with these 3 cells. They all see those 2 cells either by normal Sudoku in the same cage or this cell seeing those. So now I've just placed a 3. So none of these can be 3s anymore. That can't be a 3, so that's a 3. Oops, that's a 3. So this 3 erases those 2. Oh no, I've broken it again. How have I done that? Okay, this is where I was. Those erases these cells. I must have highlighted the wrong cell at some point when I was doing something. So this has to be a 3. It erases those cells and these cells. Yeah, I don't know why those disappeared. That's weird. So that has to be a 3. And that has to be a 3. I think I must have erased something up there. That's what happened. So those can't be anymore. So this must be a 3. So that must be a 3. So that must be a 3. And that must be a 3. So this forces the 2s to unlock. And the 3 is now locked in here. So all the 2s and 3s are done. So I think it's going to be a cakewalk to deduce the rest of the numbers. Should we start with 1s? 1s, 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 because they're next to the 2s. Okay, so that's the restriction on the 1s. Let's get rid of all the 3s as well, so it's easier to recognize the pattern. Right, what have we got? We've got this pattern here, so that eliminates that. Well, I guess we're not quite there yet. I guess we still have a bit of a way to go, because I don't think this pattern is quite enough to break the puzzle yet. Oh, very interesting. So let's colour them in now, just in case I forget to later on. These cells are not giving me additional restrictions. What about these ones? No. These ones? Not quite. No. Does this pattern give us anything? I don't think so. What about this pattern? It rules out that cell. Oh wow, so we're not quite there. We're definitely not there to finish the 1s yet. I need to come up with another, not come up with, but figure out what the next move is. I wouldn't have thought there's any additional techniques, but we don't know if that's the case. I could also have missed something. Right, I have an idea. Maybe the 1s aren't ready yet. So why don't we go for the 4s instead? Maybe we need to solve the 4s before the 1s become available, by the nature of where the 3s are located. So that's the situation with the 4s. So those can't be 4s. Oh, this is going to be painful. So I think I'm going to get rid of all the colorings because I don't think that's helpful at all. So let's highlight all of these. Oh they're not quite completely connected, are they? Okay, so these can't be 4s. Is that definitely correct? I hope so. Okay, so all of these sees that cell. So this can't be 4 anymore. So that creates a pointer pair, unlocks this, and this is now a pointer pair. So both of these sees that. What else? Got a pointer pair there, so this can't be a 4 anymore. And in fact, these two now sees that cell, so I've got a 4 there, and that erases those cells, so that erases that, which erases that because it's a pointer pair, and also that. So now I've got a pointer pair of 4s. Not super helpful, but it's something. Better than a 1 certainly. Oh, that's a pointer pair, so oops, that has to be a 4 anyway. So this 4 doesn't give us anything new because they're tucked over there. But I wonder, by placing these 4s, have I just unlocked the 1s? Skeptical, but let's persist. Yeah, I think that's how I can go, or I can do the 4s. So now let's look at the 1s and see if we can make any further deductions. If there's a deduction with the 1s, aha! So now 1s are locked in these two cells. That may be powerful. So that means that can't be a 1 anymore. Honestly, don't know how useful that is. Right. I am a little bit concerned. But this is good, because it means it's not just a cakewalk to finish this puzzle. So let us use crosses again to see if I can do anything. It's definitely tricky. So I've got these there, they don't do anything. 1s, 1s. Right, so I've got a pair of 1s there. That doesn't do anything for us. So I'm just clicking on all the cells that the 1s can go. Because that may be easier to kind of make some sort of deduction. Oh, pardon me. That's what I see at the moment. Oh yeah, and those two, obviously. So all of these sees that cell, so that can't be a 1 anymore. And now all of these sees that, so that creates a pointer pair of 1s. So, oh god, hold on a sec. Oh, I'm really struggling now. Hold on, let's leave that for now and see if we can actually deduce more numbers first. But at least I know that this is a 1, so that can't. Oh god damn it! Oh no! So I know this is a 1, which means that's the pointer pair of 1s. So let's actually continue doing the crosses. So that can't be a 1 anymore. Okay. Also, didn't we figure out that that can't be a 1 because of these 3? So that can't be a 1. So this is what we're looking at. Let's go back to using cell highlightings. So this is what we're looking at. Well, that can't be a 1 anymore though, can it? So that forms a pointed pair. Okay, and this pointed pair doesn't seem to bring us anything. It brings us these two on the columns, but they don't share any information. So let's pencil mark these in this time. Oh, god damn it. That can't be a 1. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. Now, does that 1 help me resolve a 4? I don't see why it would. And of course the 1s and the 4s are sharing similar cells in many places. Wow, that would be really cool. So 1s and 4s are locked in these cells, aren't they? So I've got 1, 4 locked in those cells. That may be useful, but I'm not quite sure why. So that tells me that that can't be a 5. That can't be a 5. But is that enough to get me started? Wouldn't have thought so. 1 and 4. I'm very intrigued. So 1s are here. Kind of feel I should pencil mark in where the 4s can go. So 4s can go in those cells. Now let's clean up the board a little bit, because we are going to explore the 5s next. So the 4s are making these restrictions. Those can't be 5s. And now let's click on all the 2s and 3s. Also, yeah, 5s can't go in those cells anymore because I've got 1s and 4s locked in. So, does that create anything? Well, it's created this pattern here, which means that can't be a 5 anymore. Right, 5 can't be in between the two 4s, and I've got these 4s locking out the 5s. 5 can't go in here because it will be either next to or in the middle of a 4. So actually there's more to do with the 5s. So I think that's all I can do with the 5s at the moment. Okay, so can we do anything with these patterns? They're kind of all over the place, but hang on, I've got 5s nested over here. Why can't the 5s? 5 can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. Wow, okay, so these 3 all sees that cell and that cell. So those can't be 5s anymore. Is that powerful at all? I'm not quite sure. I have a feeling if I use simple colouring I can actually make a lot more eliminations, but I'm trying to avoid it as much as I can. 4s. So these 3 all sees that cell, so that can't be a 5 anymore. So I don't think these patterns bring us anything at all. These removes that. Do these remove anything? Yes, it removes that. And it is 7 o'clock. Damn it. Any other patterns going on? Don't think so. So I suspect if I use simple colouring, I may be able to do something. So this simple colouring will eliminate that cell as well. So what does that do? Not a whole lot yet. But hang on, I'm saying the 5 is there, aren't I? No, I'm saying the 5 is here. Okay, so eliminate that cell as well. If this is a 5, it will eliminate those cells, those cells. Right, it also eliminates that, which creates a pointed set. So those are eliminated as well. So, and these ends up eliminating that. Okay. Do these eliminate anything? Nope. Do these eliminate anything? Yes, they do. They eliminate that. So that eliminates those. But it's not. It's still not bringing me an actual 5. However, I have an idea of what I can do with it. But what I want to do is make sure I've exhausted all the possibilities before I commit to the next logic. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all I can do with the 5s. So if this is a 5, those will be eliminated. Okay, so what if this is a 5? So let's get rid of that first. So if this is a 5, you eliminate that, eliminate those. So that forms a pointed pair, eliminating those, eliminating that, eliminates these. And what I'm looking for are any cells that overlaps with the crosses, like this. This can no longer be a 5 as a result. So that's my logic. Anything else? Okay, so now all of these cells, nope. Now these two cells both sees that, so that can't be a 5 anymore. Okay, all of these 3, they don't do anything. What does eliminating that do for us? Not a whole lot. We've got another pair there, that's not useful. Pair there, pair there, pair there, pair here, quadruple. Nope. Let's look at the columns. I feel I'm missing something, but I'm not quite sure what. And I'm dreading that I've missed something glaringly obvious that would actually crack the puzzle. Oh yeah, it will eliminate that cell as well. Okay, so now that locks these cells in. Oh, this is getting very exciting. So now we've actually got a fair bit of restrictions. And that means that will have to be a 5, which means that has to be eliminated. And that will also eliminate this cell, forcing that to be a 5, eliminating that. And that. Look at how many overlaps there are. So that eliminates this, leaving a 5 here, which eliminates that. So now that forms a pointed pair. Okay. So this also eliminates those, so that's the pointed pair eliminating that. So now this is a 5 eliminating that. And that eliminates this, which eliminates that. So that's where all the 5s would be. So let's press Q for a second. And now if I take out all the ones that I've eliminated, but keep the ones with the crosses, those are basically wherever the 5 goes, they can't be a 5. So I can actually erase them entirely. And now, let's see. Now I've got pointed pair. Oh, actually, I don't think that's super useful right now yet, but let's get rid of the crosses first. Okay, so now this pattern, this new pattern, have we got any new deductions that we can make? They eliminate a 4 over here. So this can't be a 4 anymore. I can now place a 4. And that's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 4, that's a 4. Holy crap. That is amazing. That is amazing logic. And now I can do more 1s. Wow. I am just blown away by this. This is such a cool Miracle Sudoku. So now that I've placed the additional 4s, I can erase more 5s. So I can eliminate all of those as 5s, and now I've got 5 here. 5 there, 5 there. Just, oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. That, like, how do you even begin to construct a puzzle like this? So 5 and 1s are resolved, 5 and 1, 1 and 5. And now we can finish this chess Sudoku. Oh, another one. Oh, I should have not gotten rid of the highlights. So this is so cool. This is so cool. So surely now the 6s. Yep. Now I've got 6 there. 6 here. Apologies for the burp. Hold on. 6. Six has to go here because I've got a pointer pair of 6 due to the 5. So now 6 has to go here. So those are erased. Those are erased. Those can't be 6s, so that's a 6. That's a 6. So that has to be a 6 because of the 5. So 6, pointer 6. Oh, actually, I already knew that's a 6 anyway. So anything else? That can't be a 6. So that's a 6. That's a 6. So the 6s are done. 7s. Where can the 7 go? 7 can go here, here, and here. So here and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. That's all the 7s. Now with the 7s, I'll be able to deduce the 8 because one of them, yep, 8 and 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 and 9. Oh no, 9 and 8 and 9 and 8 and oh, god damn it, 9 and 8 and 9 and 8. Oops, meant to put an 8 in. That's a 9. That's an 8. That's an 8. That's a 9. And that's the level 40 Miracle Sudoku. I'm very happy with that result. So, hope that's been enjoyable. That is some crazy cool logic using 2 sets of overlapping numbers to deduce that. So I'm definitely posting them on YouTube because I'm blown away by how cool that is. So, well, I'm going to go wash up and make dinner. So, yeah, this is the end of the session. So I hope you enjoyed that. Anyone who's watching on Twitch video or YouTube later, yeah, I definitely like chess Miracle Sudokus for sure. But I'm very proud of solving the sandwich Sudoku earlier as well, using some new logics that I'm testing out. So thank you for watching, and I shall catch you next time.